Welcome builders, Andyisyoda here and welcome to a Minecraft transformation. This time it is a spruce village in the Taiga biome. We are stoked about this transformation. We've spent a long time. We're going to be upgrading weaponsmiths, armourers, fletchers, small houses, big houses, tanneries, toolsmiths, shepherds' houses and armourers as well. We're going to be using the official Mojang names for each of these builds so you know exactly which ones we are doing. We had a blast doing this. My Patreons, YouTube channel members have been joining me in this transformation. The idea was to retain the look and feel of the Mojang Minecraft village without changing it too much by adding on other floors, extensions and so on. What do you think of the look and feel of these builds so far? We love the logs on top. We've kept these. So these are small house number ones that we're converting straight off the bat here at the start of this video. Adding on things like rails, we've got fences, gate posts, even details like using coral fans to make it look like it's bracket fungus growing on the wood as well. Plenty of vines and these little spruce decks as well, I think add a lot to the build. Hey, if you'd like to see me build these transformations and join in and make suggestions, then follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Andyisyoda. It's a free streaming service for you guys to watch me build with my team. You can even be part of my team as well. Details about that later on. patreon.com/Andyisyoda. This is the medium house number 4 and we have converted it into a tavern. Now after the time-lapse part of this video, what we're going to be doing is having a look inside all of these builds and I'll show you inside that tavern as well. This is small house number 3 and Gibby has come up with this design here. Gibby's one of my builders and it's a 2-story house. By the way, remember, original content like this does take a long time to produce, so if you haven't already, take a moment to subscribe. It's with your support that I can continue to do this. So, beautiful design there by Gibby. Small house number 3. This one's absolutely identical, so these are 2 identical builds. Just adding on the second story. I think we had a T-shape coming out of, kind of a junction coming out of the other house behind us, and this one doesn't. It was kind of a restricted space as well. As you can see, we love our detail. We've got sea pickles, rails, fences, and that little kind of decking at the bottom as well. Okay, swooshing on here. This is, what's this? This is a toolsmith. The toolsmith. So it's a big extension to the toolsmith, kind of expanding it in different directions. This designed by Marshmallow Mate. So we're making a cross shape as well, leading the original logs from the original build through and back out the other side and providing some nice spruce kind of decking areas at the back. We really like these decking areas. I think it really kind of gives you a porch feel, gives you a definite entrance, and it's something you could take forward, I think, to any village transformation that you're doing in Minecraft. Plenty of lanterns hanging down from iron bars. By the way, I'm building in Steven's traditional texture pack using SILDURS vibrant shaders, and we're in Minecraft 1.14 at this stage. Love that, love that. Now we're swooshing down here into, we smacked our face off that one. This is the shepherd's house. This is a design, I think it's built completely by me as well. This is the shepherd's house. So I'm actually really kind of chuffed with this. I extended it out the back and then made it double height at the back. I'll show you inside it later on in the video. But I really liked how this turned out. Plenty of room inside for all your sheeping activities. Look at all the sheep I've put there. You'll see later on, a lot of them have disappeared. What happened to my sheep? My sheep have disappeared. Anyway, now we're zooming right down into an armourer house. This is armourer house number 1. Again, a design here. I think this is by either Gibby or Marshmallow Mate. I can't quite remember which of you have done this. Looks like I'm building with Marshmallow Mate. It's Marshmallow Mate's design. So yes, the armourer. Plenty of room inside for all the armor to be made. So we've got some armor stands inside with armor on it. But again, it's a double height. Beautiful to add some height to your transformations. I love it when this happens. Extensive decking around the whole property. I feel like a realtor or an estate agent is what you would say in the UK. I'm trying to sell you this house. Would you like to buy this 2-story house? Resplendent in spruce wood with extra decking and a wood store on the side. Retails for 50,000 emerald blocks. Don't the houses come to life? We've got some, when you add the details, they just really come to life. We've got some stripped spruce wood going on in that build for the first time. All right, this is a design by JJ. JJ, thank you so much, aka Cake and Egg Studios. Thank you so much. This is a weaponsmith, the weaponsmith number 1. If you're looking up the official names, you can. There's a Wikipedia of all the official village names. Now, again, something I haven't mentioned actually before are these kind of gable ends with a massive chimney. We thought these big stone, or I thought these big brick chimneys at the end really added quite a lot of character to our builds, where there's obviously a lot of wood. There's a lot of wood going on, a lot of spruce going on. Oh, sorry, kind of a sneak preview inside there. But yeah, these kind of brick ends give you a nice contrast to the wood and the cobbly stone. Okay, zooming on, we've got, this is medium house number 4. We had to come out to the side with this medium house number 4 because we couldn't go kind of lengthways like we did with the tavern. But this, we ended up kind of making a double swoop, kind of a double, I don't know, sine wave house there with 2 chimneys. So it's a nice big residence. Again, just a house, not really a profession. Although I'd imagine in every village, every house would have some sort of profession or job. This is the Fletchers. We kept the kind of the original Fletchers looking kind of the same. This is one of my designs here, and just a huge workshop at the side. Using the 5x5 building method, you can see every principal upright is 3 away from the next one. Gives us kind of a standard shape and feel and form, retaining the look and the feel of the Mojang kind of 5x5 housing system. Plenty of room at the back there to practice your arrows, and again, a nice big deck here, which just adds, I don't know, just adds a grand feel to all these properties. You know, you'd be rich if you'd made a big deck like that. Awesome. Okay, moving on. We've got these 2 houses. This is designed by Marshmallow Mate. Honestly, I was having my tea while he was building this. I just left the camera to run and record this, and he got on with it himself. I think I join in maybe a little bit later on to add some details, take all the credit. But Marshmallow Mate, you can see how he's taken a mason's house on the right, small house on the left, and built it up into this double height house. Oh, he's moved them up a little bit as well. A little bit of world edit just to move the houses up. We're going to use all the tools in our disposal. This is fascinating actually to watch, because I was actually eating I was eating my dinner while I was building this, so I missed this building process. Kind of watching it back for the first time. Yeah, I think this is my favorite out of all our conversions. Just the fact that you've got 2 levels and you're using the landscape so well, because you've got that kind of 2-level landscape and a nice massive fireplace and chimney at the back there. All the details: coral, vines, piecicles, rails, fences, lanterns, and little birchy buttons as well. Really cool. A lot of fun. An awful lot of fun. And last few builds to try and convert. This is small house number 5. If you're looking up the original Mojang Wikipedia on which builds appear in a spruce village, small house number 5. So really just adding on kind of a courtyard between these 2 houses where we put a well. We'll have a look at that and have a look inside later on. But this is a really easy building system. Hopefully you can just see how to do it. You just make it look like the Mojang houses, but just extend it, make T shapes, H shapes, L shapes, I shapes, and a nice thin small chimney this time going onto that build. Alrighty. Now we're moving on to the Tannery. This is one of my designs. I designed this late at night, one of my midnight or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Twitch live streams. So gone for, again, kind of just extending it, making an additional house to the left there. And this is the outdoor processing area for a tannery. So this is a tannery. So I looked up tannery on the internet, and it turns out there's a lot of different processes to tanning a hide or making a leather hide from a creature, from an animal. So you've got to salt it, you've got to soak it, you've got to rinse it out. Oh, you can lime it as well. You can use lime, you can dehair it, you can scrub it, you can even use some acids and stuff. There's all sorts of modern and also old processes for tanning. So I thought, look at all those different kind of baths there. That's what we could have for our tannery. And here we go. Last few details for our village. We've got a marketplace. There are no official markets in the Taiga Biome Village, so we had to make our own. Super simple little counters there. And in the top of the picture there, you can probably just see we're spamming down some farming blocks there, adding some walls, details. Trees are popping up all over the place as well. We're putting all the trees back. We've got rid of them at the start of the video. Okay, what we're going to do now is take a quick and swift look around the whole place so you can get some close-up inspiration, take some screenshots, and if you could share this video with someone who also likes Minecraft, that would be fantastic as well. It would really, really help me out. Okay, last few spin of their time lapse, and we're going to have a look at this in detail. So let's have a look around this place in a bit of detail. First of all, thank you so much to my builders. I'm really, really so happy. Look, we've got JJ, we've got Blobman, Marshmallow Mate, we've got Dragon Master for inspiration as well with some of his builds, and Gibby as well. Guys, thank you so much for helping me. I couldn't have done this without you. Really simply could not have. Where should we start? Quick look at some of the more unusual conversions. We've got this. I'm happy with it. This is my design here for the shepherd's house. We just elongated it at the back and provided kind of a double height area at the back here, which means you can squeeze in kind of an elevated bed. Plenty of space inside to do all your looming and sheeping facilities. Probably no one's ever said sheeping facilities. Marshmallow Mate with a little L-shaped house down here. And then the group of us, we all made this tavern up here. So the tavern came from, I think, medium house number 5. And it looks really cool. So medium house number 5 is kind of there. We extended it and we put this kind of cross shape right there. So all the builds in this village have retained the look and the feel of the original Mojang, and we've roughly gone for 5x5 building technique, but obviously abandoned that at some points where we went 6x6, 7x7. This is the kitchen. This is the tavern, place where you'd eat, and somewhere where you just chill out and get nice and warm, maybe on a winter's day in the tavern. So there we go. We left this kind of armorer number 1 thingy majiggy alone. Didn't I think it's like a campfire or something. We didn't change that at all. I thought it looked pretty good. Up here, Marshmallow Mate has had fun, I think, with a mason's house and a small house number 3. He has converted this into a double height. I love this. You've got to see this inside. You've got to see this inside. It is beautiful. Fireplace. Plenty of room for beds upstairs, and then downstairs, kind of the main living area here with a cozy furnace and a nice table at the back with kind of a sinister, bit of a sinister cobweb and some kind of wine barrels at the side. And then out here, you've got another entry. So kind of a very, very fancy house on the hill. Maybe it's the richest house. And as you can see, we've kept the kind of the cobblestone, the spruce trapdoors of the main Mojang builds. Down here, I did a tannery as well, which you've just seen on the time-lapse section. The tannery was kind of this small section here, and all we did was expand it and then add on this kind of outdoor production area where you would go through all the processes of tanning the leather hides. Marshmallow Mate here designed this. I think it's the toolsmith, little toolsmith here. Maybe you've got an extra little shelf up there where you could put some storage, but this is where you would come and make your tools. Really, really simple. Simple furnishings throughout. Most of the emphasis and the detail was on the outside of these builds. You can see we've got piecicles, we've got dead bubbly coral fan, we've got dead brainy coral fan, dead horny coral fan. We've got all sorts of coral fans on top of our builds to look like fungus and rotting and kind of mushrooms growing out of the wood, just to give it kind of a damp, rotten, wet feel, especially with these vines hanging down as well. So over here we have, I think, what was this build again? It's going to come to me in a minute. I think this was the armorer. Yes, this is the armorer. So Marshmallow Mate designed this. We've got all the armor being made in here, and a beautiful kind of a back porch area as well, making this a really, really nice build. And of course, it's double height as well. So there's room at the top up here for some beautiful beds as well, and a little escape hatch down there as well. So beautiful build. We love that. Got some more houses over here. Farms, kind of a makeshift wall around the whole place. If you want to defend it against pillager raids, you would need to make that wall an awful lot better. But down here, this is one of my designs here. This is the Fletcher's house. The Fletcher's house is kind of this to start with, and then we've added on a nice extension at the back. Here we go. Plenty of room to make all your arrows. And the chickens in here are clucking away because in there we've got some water saturated into some trapdoors, which means that yellow coral fan there looks like a little nest for the egg in an item frame. How cool is that? Well done to JJ for coming up with that idea, or rescuing that idea from Pinterest and putting it into our village. This is the small house number 3, I think, converted into a big L-shaped house here. Plenty of room inside and a nice cozy fireplace at the back. Guys, I don't want to hold you up too much longer. We've got a market. We've got this weaponsmith house here, I think designed by JJ. Beautiful inside, just a simple design there, and an upstairs as well. The upstairs links really nicely onto this pathway, which I quite love how that works. A little bridge there, and we've got some sleeping arrangements in there as well. This bridge is over kind of the main workshop area. Here he is. Here is, it actually is JJ right there. Yeah, he's grinding away, making his tools. But there we go. Hopefully that is inspiration for you. Oh, and Gibby's come up with this 2-story house. This is the small house number 3, I think, and it is converted into a 2-story residence with plenty of space up there for sleeping with the beds. Little mini farm back there. I love these kind of broken down walls. If you want to do a broken down wall, just get yourself some cobblestone slabs, blocks, walls, and stairs. Bob's your uncle. You can do it. Hopefully you've got some really good inspiration for transforming your own spruce village. Taiga Biome. Hey, if you'd like to download this entire village, this entire map, and there's a secret one being built over there somewhere, then you can on my Patreon, patreon.com/Andyisyoda. Do check out my Patreon because you can get onto my Discord, you can come on to my survival server, you could build with me in live streams, and again, I'm live on Twitch every single day, 4 PM UK time and midnight UK time. Come and build with me, come and join in, and at least come and watch on Twitch. But yeah, check out Patreon if you want to download all my builds from 2019, including all my 5x5 upgrades, then you can on Patreon, patreon.com/Andyisyoda. Guys, thank you very much indeed for watching. I am going to land here and just survey my whole village. I am so happy with it. Hopefully you are as well. Again, I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao. And the blocks be with you